How to take your cat to the vet. Regular visits to the veterinarian promote the health and well-being of your cat. However, taking your cat to the vet can be stressful. Whether she needs a routine check-up, a minor surgical procedure, or she is going for an extended stay, nerves and anxiety can overwhelm her. If it is time to take Kitty to the vet, here are some good methods to help ease stress and turn a possibly negative experience into a positive one. Part 1. Using a cat carrier. 1. Obtain a cat carrier. Both hard and soft cat carriers will allow you to safely carry your cat to and from the vet. The harder ones are better for vehicle transport. Training your cat to enter the carrier could take a few hours or a few weeks. In order to have sufficient time to test it out before use, try to obtain a carrier 4 weeks prior to the appointment. If you already have a carrier, make sure that he can still fit inside of it. If you do not have a carrier, one can be purchased at your local pet store, department store, or online. As an alternative, you could ask to borrow a carrier from a friend or possibly find one at your local thrift store, but be sure to clean and dry it thoroughly before use. A little vinegar added to mild soap and water will help eliminate odors. 2. Make sure the carrier is the correct size. Carriers should be large enough for your cat to turn all the way around in it. If you choose to purchase a carrier online, do so far in advance of the appointment to ensure that you receive the carrier in time to habituate your cat to it. 3. Train your cat to enter the carrier. It is likely that your cat will turn tail when she sees the carrier, so don't pull it out from storage right before leaving for the appointment. This could make her remember the last time you went to the vet, if that experience was traumatizing. Use the carrier at nap and playtime. This will help eliminate negative associations your cat might have to the carrier. To get him used to the carrier, again, first line it with shredded newspapers and a couple of small towels or large strips of fabric that contain a scent familiar to your cat. Put cat treats in and around the carrier to lure her inside. It might take some time for your cat to enter the carrier, so add fresh treats when needed. 4. Place your cat in the carrier. Once she seems comfortable in and around the carrier, you can put her in it. Quietly close the carrier door and speak soothingly to her. Be gentle when placing your cat in the carrier. If she still refuses, do not force her in. Instead, give her more time to get used to it. 5. Do a dry run. Once inside the carrier, taking your cat on short drives through the neighborhood could help ease your cat's anxiety. Gently carry your cat to your vehicle, or to the train, subway, or bus stop. On public transportation, use a large towel to cover the carrier, so that your cat will be less anxious. Place the carrier on a seat. If you are driving, buckle the carrier in for safety. Speak soothingly to your cat, or play soft music during the drive. Lengthen the trip each time, until the day of the appointment. Be sure to bring plastic bags, mild disinfecting wipes, and small towels for cleanup in case she has an accident during the trip. Part 2. Transporting your cat to the vet. 1. Prepare your cat for his visit. Before leaving, make sure that your cat is ready. Groom him by brushing his fur and, if need be, clip his front claws so that he does not scratch you or the vet. 2. Bring necessary items. To help your cat stay clean and comfortable, be prepared. Pack plastic bags for waste disposal, and mild disinfecting wipes and small towels for cleanup. Pack a large towel to cover the carrier while among crowds or in the waiting room. Pack your cat's favorite treats and some of his favorite toys. You can even place one inside the carrier to help him feel even safer. If you are driving to the vet's office, obey all traffic laws, maintain the speed limit, and avoid sharp turns. If the trip is long, make sure she has an area inside where she can relieve herself. The shredded newspapers work well as litter while you're on the road. Bring extra newspaper. 3. Gently carry your cat into the office. Cover the carrier, or keep the carrier covered, with the towel once you are in the waiting room. Do not take your cat out of the carrier unless it needs to be cleaned. Other animals in the waiting room might incite your cat to pounce at or scratch them. If your cat seems happy without the towel, then do not use it but keep it on hand, just in case. 4. Keep your cat comfortable during visit. Once your cat survives the waiting room and is called in to see the vet, it is important that you continue to soothe any anxiety she may feel. Continue to speak soothingly to her, especially if the carrier is covered. She needs to know that you are close. Ask the vet for the best way to remove your cat from the carrier. Once inside, she might be just as afraid to come out as she was to go in. 5. Remove the cat from the carrier. Very gently and while speaking soothingly, reach inside the carrier to remove your cat. Set her on the table, if you are instructed do so. Follow the vet's instructions for how to handle your cat. If asked to hold him down firmly, do so without undue pressure. If you are unsure how to do this, ask the vet or her assistant, if present, for help. Part 3. Taking your cat home. 1. Prepare to go home. Depending on the type of appointment your cat had, or if you are returning to the vet after leaving him there for surgery or observation, taking your cat home can create another anxious experience for him. Make sure the carrier is clean before leaving. Clean it, if necessary, replacing the newspaper and towels. 2. Show your cat how happy you are with her good behavior. Give your cat a treat for being a good patient and shower her with affection before placing her back into the carrier. Before leaving the office, be sure to confirm when she might need to return for a checkup or follow-up appointment. 3. Go to your car, station, or stop. Cover the carrier again with the large towel, if your cat seems nervous. Gently set the carrier in place. If returning in a car, buckle up the carrier again. 4. Try not make any unnecessary stops on the way home. Your cat will be ready to feel at home again. Once home, set the carrier down and gently open the door. Do not force your cat out, she will exit on her own when she is ready. 5. Store the carrier. Clean and dry the carrier thoroughly and store it in a place where it will not get damaged, or return to the person from whom it was borrowed. Many carriers can be used for plane travel, running errands, and when visiting friends or family. Clean, dry towels and newspapers can be stored in the carrier for later use. Regular use of the carrier will keep your cat feeling comfortable with it. Tips. Always be gentle when handling your cat, especially when she is in her carrier going to unfamiliar places. If you are fairly certain that your cat will outgrow the carrier before you will need it again, donate it to a local animal shelter or give to someone in need. For especially skittish cats, you can use a pheromone spray in and around the carrier and in your vehicle. Never spray directly on your cat, to help lower anxiety. Consult with your vet before use, and follow instructions carefully. Pheromone sprays can be purchased in pet stores, and in many department and drug stores where pet supplies are sold. Warnings. Always keep your cat in the carrier while driving. Most people find it difficult to stop their car when a cat is under the brake pedal. Don't try to force your cat to go into her carrier unless it is an emergency. Only let a person you are sure will be gentle carry your cat, whether he is in his carrier or out. Things. A cat carrier, a vet, a responsible cat sitter, if you will not be accompanying your cat on her visit.